what is the real objective of this G bill? Is the G bill progressive or regressive? Squeeze on central funds, will it derail job schemes? Is it the end of the road for the UPA flagship MGNREGA? Has MGNREGA become outdated? Joining me now first on the political face-off is Shehzad Poonawalla, National Spokesperson BJP, and Dr. Ajoy Kumar, National Spokesperson Congress. Let's turn to you, Shehzad Poonawalla, first. It's not just about the name change. You're removing Mahatma Gandhi's name and making it the G bill, which has attracted some attention, but it's the fact that the entire burden or a large share of the burden now will move from center to states. And therefore, the opposition is alleging the center doesn't want to bear the burden of a rural employment guarantee scheme. Your response, Mr. Poonawalla.
First of all, let me address the name change aspect because you started off with that. Rajdeep, and don't take this personally, or please don't allow the Congress person to take it personally. Supposing a lady named Antonia changes her name to Sonia because she doesn't like her name, that is name change. But if a new Italian child is born and his name is Rahul, that's a new child. It's a new creation. So you won't say Rahul has changed his name. Rahul has been born, and therefore this is a new name that has been given to a new entity. This VB G has not replaced any names. It has not changed any names. It literally describes what the law stands for. It's a Viksit Bharat law. It's aimed at Viksit Bharat. It is a guarantee for Rozgar and Ajeevika. It is a mission mode that will be applied, and it is for Gramin Ilaka. So now,
no, those are nice words, sir. But at the end of the day, sir, I don't want to go into the name, but I didn't want to focus only on the name change. But the fact, Mr. Poonawalla, is Mahatma Gandhi's name is gone. Yes or no? That is the truth. We'll come to the real content change in a moment. But the Mahatma Gandhi's name has gone. You can do all the twists and turns that you want.
Let me address it in a different way, Rajdeep. Mahatma Gandhi ji had 4 or 5 pillars of his vichar. Ram, Gram, Swadeshi, Satya, Swachhata. Swachhata who has taken forward? Modi ji. Khadi, Swadeshi who has taken forward? Modi ji. राम को किसने अपनाया और रोम को किसने अपनाया बोलने की जरूरत नहीं और इसमें तो ग्राम की ही पूरी उपलब्धि है. And by the way, you have quoted one thing that the entire plans will be devised by the center or the state. That is not correct. The center has given 4 themes. Those 4 themes are also related to rural areas, but it will be a bottoms-up approach. The panchayat will decide what work has to be done. It will be 125 days of guarantee. Now there will be more transparency because it is going to be AI enabled. It is going to be enabled with GPS monitoring. It is going to have not just social audit, but it is going to be monitoring real time. The payments will be quicker. So it is a completely new system. But I have 2 or 3 points. You said that the states have to now shell out more. Let me just have 10-20 seconds on that. The very first proposal that says to share more was given by Mr. P. Chidambaram, somebody you interview very regularly, Rajdeep, and he's been the finance minister of the country. You get opportunity to interview also. You ask him when you next time interview him. He was the one who said that states should share more so that they are more responsible because we've seen the kind of corruption that takes place, whether it is in West Bengal or it was previously in Uttar Pradesh, which Jairam Ramesh used to flag. Secondly, you have said that there will be a pause. That pause idea also was given by Sharad Pawar, and I agree with it. Why? Because during the agricultural period, the labor used to become scarce. That used to mean more cost input for the farmers. So today who are opposing VB G, are they opposing the farmers getting the labor availability during harvest season at a lower cost? Are they saying Sharad Pawar was anti-Mahatma Gandhi? They must evaluate before they speak. Thirdly, the state share. Now, let me just come down to that also. Rajdeep, when the UPA government was there and they wanted to chop off the state contribution, national contribution, at that time states were getting 31% of the devoluted funds. Today they get 41%. The states got 22 lakh crore under Manmohan Singh. Today we have given them 85 lakh crores. And this is over and above the fact that we have given tap water connections, Ayushman Bharat scheme, we have given rural roads, we have given plethora of schemes like Nal Se Jal Yojana, Ujjwala Yojana, Kisan Samman Nidhi. All of this has been funded by the center. So despite giving more things on social welfare by the center, despite more funds being devoluted to the states, we are ensuring that the states continue to run this project with more responsibility. By the way, the UPA, now you said that Manrega ke liye end of road. You know, Jairam Ramesh, Last sentence, just 10 seconds more. Because I've met you after so many days. Rajdeep, I was really missing you also. And God bless you with great health. And please keep smiling and please keep listening to good music. Okay, so Mr. Jairam Ramesh has said Manrega is not a permanent solution back in 2006, 2007. Do you know that? And today, Manrega, which had come down to 33,000 crore funding during the UPA tenure, we took it right up to 80,000 crores. We gave almost 8 lakh crores. The UPA during its 10 years gave 1.9 lakh crores. And last statement, Rajdeep, you said Mahatma Gandhi ka apman. When Narega was bought in 2004-05, it did not have Mahatma Gandhi's name. This was later on attached in 2009. So were they insulting Mahatma Gandhi? When they changed the Jawahar Yojana to Narega,
Sir,
did they insult
Mr.
Jawahar ji?
Poonawalla, I gave you uninterrupted time. Ajoy Kumar, you will get the same benefit to answer certain important points that Mr. Poonawalla has made. In particular, that the belief is that this scheme needed improvement, that the MGNREGA scheme as it existed led to a lack of accountability, there was corruption, and therefore it needs greater monitoring. This will be ensured by the new scheme with specific targets being set. How do you respond?
So, like he told a story, you know, whenever you want to go to a bus stand in India, you'll have a snake charmer and you'll get distracted and sab aapke pocket maar ke chale jayenge. No offense meant to a political party, but this is what the pocket mari is happening in this party, the present ruling party, for the simple reason, let me explain to you. The second part, and I'll come in details, the second part is on corruption. A government which gives 25,000 crores to a business house and gets 800 crores of electoral bond is talking on corruption? I mean, what kind of nonsensical spiel is this, you know? Every day you hear these guys are, you know, robbing the country, settling scores, Sardesai, this, that. So I don't want to get into the corruption. This is humongous. Now coming to the scheme. The scheme is a total demolishing of the rights of the rural poor. Because look at the intent. They'll keep quoting Sharad Pawar, they'll keep quoting Chidambaram. The question is, we brought the Manrega, it continued to be there and we have spoken for it. What we stand in the parliament and speak about it is what is the Congress stand. And the stand is what? That you should leave people during the sowing season. The reason was that increased the bargaining power of the rural labor. The rural labor were able to negotiate better rates. Now, these party of the rich, party of the connected will ensure that the poor village labor has got no bargaining tool.
The bill promises 125 days guaranteed labor as opposed to 100. When you say it is going to destroy the scheme, you have to give a specific reason why you say it's going to destroy MGNREGA.
So indulge me. I will give you free healthcare, but there is no hospital. I will give you 125 days, but the budget we will decide. We will fix the budget. What this is nonsense. I will give you free food, but there is no ration shop. So the 125 days is a lie. And I'll explain to you, because it is, the Manrega was demand oriented. You could demand. It was by law that you had to get it. Is 125 days a demand, a legal entity? No. Can you demand and say that no, you will get it? No. Second issue, typical BJP style. I will decide what the village wants. Earlier, the village would decide. The village would decide what is the work to be needed. These guys are telling you that a village in Akbarpur in Bihar will tell you, or you, Mr. Modi and Mr. Amit Shah, will know what the village needs. The third important point, Mr. Poonawalla forgets that money increases as the budget increases. Percentage of GDP, sir, that is the economics, but economics is not the strong point. They have not increased the budget on education, health, or rural development at all. They have reduced the budget on percentage. It is always a percentage, but they will come with your friend. Obviously, the country's economic budget has increased from 2004 to 2025. Obviously, the numbers will change. It's percentage, sir. So let's next time the BJP, my colleague from BJP, Shehzad, should bring the percentage number. The most important part, 60-40. You think we had Jawahar Rozgar Yojana earlier, before 2004? 60-40. You think anybody, any state would have the money? You have reduced. They're saying you've given more money. the percentage, the devolution of money, has reduced, and the ability of the states in percentage income has come down by the states because GST Council, they stopped giving the automatic yearly increase. That now they are saying if the G bill is going to be implemented, if it's 1.5 lakh crores, Rajdeep, mark my words, 90,000 they will pay, 60,000 the states will pay. Earlier, the states were only paying 75% of the material cost. And that is why in COVID, who saved this country? Who saved this nation of the poor people from hunger? And I'll tell you, most important, they have abolished reservation. And I come from Jharkhand. Asif, only 10 seconds. No, I'll tell you only 10 seconds. You have stopped hearing about diarrheal deaths in the tribal areas by and large. You have stopped hearing about malnutrition in Kalandis because the earning had increased. The tribals were ensured. The scheduled castes were ensured. The women were ensured. They have thrown all these people under the bus. And
Okay.
then
I've listened to you.
Okay.
Mr. Dr. Ajoy Kumar, I think you have to be
go
fair.
ahead.
I've listened to both of you patiently. Shehzad
Thank you, sir.
Poonawalla, it again comes to intent. You see, every government wants to seemingly impose its stamp on welfare schemes. And the Modi government has tried to build large welfare schemes. They've succeeded to some extent by creating a large pool of beneficiaries or the so-called labharthis of government schemes. Here you have a centrally sponsored scheme which could be improved on. I don't think anyone would doubt that every scheme needs improvement. But there is a danger by making it another centrally sponsored scheme that you're not actually improving it, you're simply making it yet another attempt by the center to dictate terms to the state. It will actually go against the federal spirit.
So let me address this one by one. First, you rightly used the most important word of the debate, Rajdeep, intent. There was once upon a time, do generation, teen generation, Garibi Hatao was in Nara, never in Niyat. Narendra Modi came, 25 करोड़ लोगों को गरीबी से निकाला. नरेंद्र मोदी केम पर कैपिटा इनकम दुगना हुआ. नरेंद्र मोदी केम 4.5 करोड़ लोगों को गरीब आवास मिला. नरेंद्र मोदी केम 10 करोड़ टॉयलेट बना. नरेंद्र मोदी केम 11 करोड़ लोगों को नल से जल मिला. दिस इज इंटेंट एंड आउटकम. द टू आर देयर. You can see कि नारा किसने दिया और नीतिगत रूप से किसने अपनाया. And that is why, Rajdeep, 3 times election in the center, election after election in Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Haryana, Assam, Tripura, Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand. Which state has Congress repeated ever from 2011 onwards? Because we deliver. Point number 2 on the states. Rajdeep, you are too senior a journalist and too well-read a journalist to not know that Chidambaram mooted the idea that state contribution should be there from 2 perspectives. 1, because states' work is also being done here, and 2, states should take the onus of better accountability. Was Chidambaram anti-federalism? In fact, we have given much more to the states. Let me give you one more akada. During the UPA, Karnataka, non-BJP state, got 80,000 crores in 10 years. Today it has got 2.8 lakh crores in funds. हम स्टेट्स के खिलाफ है क्या? चलो, let's go to the third point. My dear friend Ajoy Kumar, very respected police officer during his time, how can he say that the village panchayats won't decide? Have you read of VGPP? The village Gram Panchayat plan will be the one that will demand that we want to do this work. Yes, there are 4 themes that have been created, so it aligns with a national infrastructure. We are not just digging a hole, filling the hole, digging a hole, filling the hole. We have a national plan that how we need to align it with the national infrastructure. Just 20 seconds, Rajiv, just 20 seconds.
So basically the center, that's the point, the center knows best. You're telling me
25.
today, you're telling me, Mr. Poonawalla, the center alone knows best. No state government knows how to build productive assets. Am I correct? That's what you said.
Don't twist. Rajdeep, don't twist. No, I did not say this. And your English comprehension is very good, by grace of God. So don't twist. I'll tell you again. Center has said water security, rural infra, livelihoods and climate resilience. These are 4 themes. Village Panchayat has to decide. In fact, let me tell you most important point which we have all missed. NREGA was only about employment, alternate employment. This is employment plus Ajeevika. Ajeevika means livelihood or self-employment opportunity. So the broader spectrum is there to give the availability of money. And by the way, last point, 10 seconds, just bear with me. It is 125 days already plus 60 days they will anyways get farm work. So it is 185 days. as opposed
Okay.
to Ajoy Kumar's tenure when it was 100 days, पर वो भी नहीं दिया.
Okay, I want to get Ajoy Kumar in for a final word. You see, Ajoy Kumar, just as I asked Mr. Poonawalla that the fear is there of the intent of the government to dictate terms to the state, are you also engaging in fear mongering? That if there is greater accountability and transparency, what's the harm? What's the harm if the center decides we have 4 clear areas where we will allow investments to take place and we will monitor it?
So it's like the great leap forward from China, where everybody was fudging the data. The Chinese said from the top, we'll become the world's greatest nation in terms of steel production. People started melting their own steel pots. What are you trying to bring this? By the way, Shehzad made a mistake. The plan is Viksit Gram Panchayat plan will be sitting over the Prime Minister Gati Shakti layers and national template to design what a village needs. This was a scheme to provide employment to the rural poor. It is not fear mongering. You have ensured there is no reservation for SC, ST, OBCs. You have ensured there is no availability of labor during the agriculture period so that the negotiations stop. Most important, you said, hey, people of India and the state, we will not provide the money because we want this program to die. And believe me, Rajdeep, this 60-40, if your intention was good, why don't you pay the same amount which you were doing earlier? Why don't you guarantee it? You may guarantee it. Why don't you give 95, 90, 90, 10? Why is it you did 60-40? Because you want to squeeze the states. You want to torture the states. And you did that in Bengal. You'll do it in other parts of India. It is a scheme which has insulted.
I've heard,
It's
I've heard both of you patiently. I've heard the
good.
politics played out of it, and I appreciate that both of you have come with your points strongly on the debate. I want to widen it now. I appreciate Shehzad Ajoy joining me.